October 1st, October 1st, October 1st. Welcome to October 1st. All right, what do you say? We open up the room. Got to get the lights going. Got to get you into my lights. Okay, hair lights. Here we go. The magic of hair lights. Abracadabra, cinca caputa, hair light. Boom. We got ourselves a hair light. And it's October 1st. Can you hear me up there? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's get a Christmas tree going on here. There we go. Christmas tree. And you think that's all the lights we really need, right? Right? Why waste electricity? Here in the middle of the hot summer. Wait, hot summer? We're in fall. This is October 1st, 2021. Can you believe we are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October? And you know what? I like October. Do you know why I like October? You don't know why I like October. You do? Well, you're right. You are absolutely right. So let's check out the cameras and see who we got and who we ain't got. We got a Sony A7s III. It is hot to trot. It's got the close-up. And we got a Nikon Z6. It is hot to try. We got a close-up. Do we have a hand shot? Do you want to see my water? Here's my water. Let's see if we got a hand shot. Hand shot. There it is. Right there. We got a hand shot. And we've got ZFC. We're going to see if the battery's working now or not. You never know. You never know with that camera. It's got itself kind of like a little bit of a doohickey. All right, let's start the show. First, let's get a little hit of salt. Get some salt down into the lungs. There's salt in here. See, listen. That's the salt. And then I breathe in, and then I'm going to breathe out through my nose. So I get salt air like I'm down at the ocean front. I feel like an idiot. Welcome to October 1st. Welcome to October 1st. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens when I hit these keys. Nothing. Oh well. I thought command bracket was supposed to give me Scotty. So there's Scotty. There we go. Starting the month out healthy. Oh my goodness. In Peter's kitchen. In my kitchen, you can line up for a veggie tray and tzatziki dip. Veggie? I brought enough for everybody. Oh my goodness, I brought enough for everybody. Yes, vegan approved and gluten free. So let's see what happens when I push this again. Nothing. I thought this was supposed to put up a hi Louis, how you doing, buddy? I hope everything is good over there. And we got a hello for Aiden. So that's oh no, it's the wrong one. It's Command K. There we go. Sammy, how's the big boy? Hi Peter. How you doing, Sammy? How come you're all the way down there? Sammy's all the way up here. Hey Peter. How you doing, Sammy? How is the big boy? Did I say hi to you, Louis? Yes. I'm saying hello to you. Now I'm going to learn how to work this thing. So what is it? Is it Command K? Command K wants to go to Sammy. I don't know why. Okay, so Sammy says hello. How you doing, Peter? Ray. Hi, Ray. I love you, Ray. How are you doing? ZFC. Should we dare? Should we dare turn on the rotating cameras? There we go. So we've got Louise right up front, not Myrtle. Myrtle is brassy. And Louise is silvery. So see the difference? One is brass, one is silver. And that's what we've got going. So do we have the microphone? Yeah, I could see it going. Is it loud enough? It's loud enough? Okay. So Sammy says, hi, Peter. Hi, Sammy. I said hi to Raymond. I love you, Raymond. Sammy says, nice seeing you here. I'm so happy to see you here, too. Who you got? Who are you going to tease us with for Monday night, Sammy? You got anything going on for Monday night? Inquiring minds want to know. Scotty says, where did 2021 go? That's what I say. Where did 2021 go? Where did it go? Hello, where did it go? So let's see. What's pumping in? I'm asking myself a question, so don't mind me. What is pumping in the mic? The SSL2 or the Yamaha? So let's switch over and see. Okay, we still got sound. So no, it's the SSL2. So if I switch over to the Blackmagic, this is what the lapel mic sounds like. Which one do you like better? The lapel mic right here. Lapel mic. Ta-da-da, the lapel mic. Or do you like the SSL2? Completely different audio system. And now that is running Louise. So when I get down, let's keep going. I was using, Sammy says, nope, I miss Jim. Jim. How you doing, Jim? I did get your emails. I responded to your emails. Thank you for writing me. I appreciate that. And it's always fun when I open my mail and somebody sent me an email. Hey, Peter, I saw your show. You were terrific. Or, hey, Peter, I saw your show. No, don't send me that one. Okay, so thank you, Jim. Good to see you. I'm so happy that you're here. And Sammy says, I was using a ZV1 today. This is the one that it kept trying to come up, right, Sam? I was using a ZV1 today, and I got it to work well. Yeah, the ZV1, I think it works great. Okay, the one major thing is you cannot lock down the ISO. So I can make it overexpose or underexpose. So let's see. No, I'm not going to go back over there. But yep, it works great. It works great. Sam, I had so much fun with the interview with you. I did too. The interview was awesome. I just kept wondering where the heck you went. It's like, wait, did I take a shower? Sammy had to run away every 2 minutes. No, he was trying to make some adjustments to his set. It took me a while to know that because he didn't tell me up front. I was trying to guess, but let me tell you something. Sammy is a master interviewer. He had me on my toes the entire time, wondering what he was going to do. So, Sammy, thank you for inviting me there. God bless you, buddy. You're a wonderful friend. Sammy's a new friend. Speaking of friends, here's an old friend. Hello to all. It's October 1st, Disney's 50th anniversary, the month we change our clocks. What is the Monday in September? And let me ask you another question, Charles. What month is Peter's birthday in? Escúchame, what a month is Peter's birthday in? Oh, I mean with the Supreme Court justice of the peoples. So, Norm, you're here early. What happened, buddy? Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. Do you speak English, Peter? Sometimes I've been known to speak English. And, wait. Let's not go up that far. Come on. That was Charles. Merry Christmas, Norm. And after Norm is Mario. Mario, you're in Miami now. Is you in Miami? That's what you told me last week. Unless you fly in and you fly out. Charles says, look like oh. Don't know what that means. Well, the one thing I do know that it means, it's not good. So I'm not even going to say it. Charles says, looks like Peter got a haircut. Peter got a haircut. Here we go. Peter got a haircut. Charles, I'm surprised you noticed. Do I look fat? So, yes, I did. Actually, I got 2 haircuts. I did it the first time. It wasn't. Everybody, you got that? I think I'm the only one that's going to show up to rehearsal. So, Louise, the silver fox. So, wait, let me put this together. Ray says the Myrtle is the golden girl, and Louise is the silver fox. Okay, I could go with that. Oh, I could go with that. Charles says, oh, it's Peter's birthday month. Did you figure that on your own, Charles? You had help, didn't you? You had help. I bet you had help. Randy, how you doing, Randy? Randy, Bo Randy, banana, nana, Bo Randy, fee, fi, fo, Randy, Randy. Now, if I do a Command K, does it go to the next one? Let's find out. Norm is next. Nope, it doesn't. So I guess I don't know how to work that new feature. So let's go to Randy, and then we'll go to Norm. What they really need is that it just brings up everything for 20 to 25 seconds, and then we could just keep a lot of, just keep it at a clip. Keep the clip going. 2021 went the same way as 2020. Lots of pandemic challenges, but at least we're all here, safe and sound. Well, you guys, who was it that we were going to pray for this week? I forgot. Chris asked for prayer, and it looked like he was kind of in trouble. So I hope you guys that are the prayer kind of guys, okay? Now, I know you're all not the prayer kind of guys. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying I hope you guys that are did pray for Chris. Chris, if you're in there, make sure here tonight, make sure you say hi. I've been thinking about you and praying for you all week long. Sammy, I have the ZV1 and the E10. Did you buy the ZV1 too? Did you also buy it? Sammy, you're not going to be getting gas now, are you? You're not going to be walking around farting all over the place with gas, okay? So, and he says he's working on a new set. Now that is interesting, Sammy. We're going to have to keep an eye and see what your new set looks like. Absolutely, positively. And Norm says, I drove the route earlier tonight so I could drop in for the start of the live stream. Wow, that is pretty awesome. That is very awesome. You did all that just to be together with us? Wow, Norman. Norm, did you have chicken tonight? I need to know. Did you have chicken tonight? I got me a bottle of water. Is this a clean cup? I don't know. Let's find out. Yep. So let's open up the water. I'm supposed to be hydrating. You know what hydrating? Ouch. Hydrating. Low-drating and hydrating. Because they say when you're singing, and I'm going to do some singing, because I got the new track in for What Child Is This from Maurice. What a nice guy. I mean, if you ever wanted to meet a really nice guy, it's Maurice. So caring, loving, trusting, and he connects with my brain. I say, I'd like it a little bit slower. That's it. I want it slower, Maurice. And he got it. So he does really, really well. Super well. I could highly recommend him, but not until I'm done with my CD. I don't want him to get so busy. He goes, Peter who? Did I have a customer named Peter? He would never do that. I'm just teasing. He doesn't watch. I don't even think he knows I'm on live. He's going out with his girlfriend tonight, probably. So Norm is back early so he can join us. And did you take the kids home? Well, actually, you just went through a holiday. Do you guys do... what was it? Sukkos holiday? And then Friday night. So you be busy, Norm. You be busy. Okay, we're back, baby. We're back. Goat. Oh, God. Don't ask me. I'll remember it. I promise. I'll remember. Greatest of all time. Aha! Greatest of all time. Goat. So Ray says... I'm guessing Charles above did what I did with my Myrtle comment. Hit enter too early. Yeah, that happens. I hit enter. I enter too early on the keyboard and submitted the comment by accidentalism. It's impossible to retract a comment once it is submitted. Well, technically, you can retract it. But I won't see the retraction, so I still will get the comment. So I got bit in the butt 2 weekends ago, right? 2 weeks ago, right, Randy? Somebody said something nasty, and Randy got rid of it. So you guys didn't see it. But once it's recorded up here on my screen, it's there. It ain't coming back down. I mean, it doesn't refresh what was there. It just keeps adding the new things that come into the chat. So next time I come across something bad, I will ask before I decide, what to do with it. So Sammy says, I will show you soon how to make the ZV1 better. Well, that's going to be good. You're going to need to make a video just for me. Say, Peter, this is a video just for you. So, Lewis, how you doing, Lewis? I love you, dude. How's everything going tonight? I'm happy to see you. And how's Canada? How's the northern end of our little family here? Hi, Scott, Lewis, Sammy, Raymond, Jim, Charles, Norm, Randy. Happy early birthday, Peter. Yay! Happy birthday to you. Boom. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to have to ask Maurice to do a birthday song so that I can sing. I can push the button here and go, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Wait. I'll get it. Watch. I know somebody smarter than me. Happy birthday, dear Scott, Lewis, Sammy, Raymond, Jim, Charles, Norm, Randy. Happy birthday to you. You're right, Norm. We're all here indeed. Here we are on Friday night, just ready to play another round of cards. So Ray is saying hi to Lewis in Canada. And Lewis says, Charles, I saw your Disney video. I want to go so badly. 50th anniversary. Norm is saying hi to Lewis. I'm guessing, let's guess now. Which one? Is he saying hi to Lewis, Canada? I didn't shave, but I did take a shower. So you could get closer. It's okay. You don't have to stay that far. I did take a shower. I dried my hair. I washed behind my ears. I combed my hair. All that good stuff. 50th anniversary. Hello, Lewis. So it's either Mr. Camera Junkie that he's saying hello to, or he is saying hello to Lewis in Canada. But why don't we give Norm the benefit of the doubt? And knowing Norm, he's doing a twofer. A twofer is 2 for 1. So with one hello, he's saying hi to Lewis in Florida and also Lewis in Canada. Charles says, yeah, I'm so tired. Oh, don't start that. I feel tired too. So, Lewis, you want to know something? I actually started to look up your phone number, and then I got a very important phone call, and I forgot to continue to look for your phone number. So here's what happened with Lewis. Lewis says, Peter, I listened to your advice and went to my dentist. I got a cleaning and complained about my award-winning smile. They moved my November 17th appointment to October 7th. Now that's the miracle that all of us guys in here prayed for. We wanted to get it done this week. Well, I guess it'll be the week. God started the week from whenever. So it'll be in a week. Oh, there you go. In a week. Less than a week. 6 days. So good. I'm proud of you. I don't want you walking around with all that pain. That's terrible to walk around with all that pain. Why am I shouting? I don't need to shout. Louise is fine. So we got Lewis, and Louise. Boy, I'm outgunned here. So Sammy says, I already have the gas with the gear. Yeah, it's so easy to get gas. Gear acquisition syndrome. Gas. If you don't open your mouth, you don't eat. I had a quick dinner. I had some chicken tender strips that I cooked it right in the egg pan. And nice and slow until they were about 160 degrees interior. It was juicy and, oh, it was soft and juicy and delicious. And I put lemon on it. And then I went into the refrigerator, the thing with the cold inside of it. And I got, did you know Chick-fil-A sells their sauce where the regular barbecue sauces and everything is? So I got that bottle out and I just smothered it. So there went all the healthy part. It was yellow. My chicken got jello. It got yellow in color. Charles says, covered Disney and the 100 plus events going around Orlando. Yeah, I want to start watching that because I think that's actually gets the interesting stuff going. Lewis says, squeaky wheel gets the oil. Now you realize that? I think you had Mark in here telling you that. I think you had Oscar in here telling you that. I think you had Charles in here telling you that. So now Lewis got it. So there we go. Lewis is going to get his root canal 2.5 months early. Charles, I hope I could see Disney World this year. Well, if we can't see it, we're going to see it through Charles. Charles is going to show us Disney World through his camera, the eyes of his camera. The eyes of the world are upon you. Anthony, how are you doing? Happy Friday, Peter and friends. Welcome to the Joneses. That's Anthony. Anthony's got a family that he puts up. He's got a daughter, a son. There's a husband and a wife. I think the bald one is Anthony. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that, right? Okay, sorry. What? Okay, so here we go. What time is it? The camera actually changed. So let's keep somebody, Randy, shoot me a text on the time because what's their names doesn't believe me that the cameras change while they're on automatic cycling. Glenn was writing. I was talking to him this week a couple of times, and he says, "Well, I'm going to have to see." Well, I think I just saw the camera change tags. So this is the Nikon Zfc. All right, so let's keep track of what's next. So this is the A7s3. That's correct, because the A7s3 is the only camera that's on that side of the room. So when I'm talking to you, you could see Louise flat on. So that if you see Louise flat like this, let's turn that just a little bit, okay? All right, so this is the Z6, and it's not flat, okay? So it's kind of like that. So that was Anthony. How you doing, Anthony? I love you. I love your whole family. Thank you for coming in to say hello. And Lewis, your hair looks good, Peter. Oh, thank you. I did a haircutted thing. I did, that's what I did. I did the hair. And Lewis says, is Sly here? 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 Well, when she gets in, I guess she comes after work, right? If that's what I recall. But I don't know what time she's getting out of work. And she'll come in. But she did tell me earlier in the week that she listens when she's driving sometimes. So I don't want people texting and driving. So just do the listening. So Lewis says, I'm asking for a friend. Lewis. Oh, I saw one of your acting shorts. You did really good. I would get that boy into a movie. What an awesome job you did. So Norm says, what does Norm say? We had chicken. We had a chicken dinner tonight. We had chicken. The family enjoyed the meal. The chicken, not so much. That chicken got cooked. I know that chicken got cooked. So Sammy says it's going to be looking like the Johnny Carson show. Ba-da-da-la-la-la-la-la. That's I Love Lucy. The Johnny Carson show. And here's Sammy. There he goes. Sammy Superstar. How you doing, buddy? Did I say I love you, Sammy? Because I have to say it at least once during the night. Nope, it doesn't look like it jumbled up the tags. Keep an eye on the tags. If they screw up, I need to tell Glenn when it screws up. If it screws up. Hopefully we won't screw up. Okay. Charles says, Peter has the October look. Well, I like to break all the rules, Charles, so I'm going to wear white because you're not supposed to wear white. I'm not going to cut my hair till Christmas now. I like my hair longer, not shorter. And I don't care. What's that thing? I don't care. I don't give a darn, and I'm not going to take it anymore. So, I have the October look. How are you doing, Peter and the gang? I'm doing good. You need to ask everybody else how they're doing, Lewis. You need to ask them. We need a spooky Santa for Halloween. You're in the wrong room. You ain't gonna get a spooky Santa in here, Charles, and you knew that before you even wrote it. I can actually hear you laughing now. Not only when you write it, I can hear you laughing when I read it. He's laughing. I know that he's laughing. We don't do Halloween here. I never liked Halloween. Well, wait a minute. I do like the candy. So instead of calling it Halloween, let's call it Candy-ween. That doesn't sound so good. Candy-ween? Candy-ween. Okay, maybe it needs a little bit of controversy to catch on. So we will coin the term here. Candy-ween. We are going to dress up for Candy-ween. There you go. There, we get rid of all the bad stuff, and we'll bring in the good stuff. Sugar. Sugar is the good stuff. It's poisonous. It's bad for you. Oh my God, but it's so delicious. Okay, so... Norm says, yes, we celebrated a holiday. The commemoration of the start of the Torah readings. It's a year-long cycle through the 5 books of the Old Testament. And what are the 5 books of the Old Testament called? I forgot what they are called. But what's the Hebrew version? What's the Greek version of the Hebrew? That's the Septuagint. I did go to Bible college. It doesn't sound like it, okay? But the first 5 books of the Old Testament has a name because that's the cluster of the Torah. So a lot of good stuff in there. Jim says, what day in October is the birthday, Peter? Do you want me to say it publicly? Seriously? Look and see how many thumbs up. That's the day. The number that's up there right now before it adds. Hurry up. You got to read it quick before it changes. See? So I got to tell you without saying it. So Lewis says, Canada is sold. Who bought it? Who did it get sold to? Oh, it says Canada is cold. Or is it Canada is old? I have my glasses on. So why can't I read it? It says... Oh, Canada is cold. So it's chilly up there? Chilly today? Hot tamale? Lewis. Lewis is doing something. I can't see. It's too small, Lewis, which I'm glad. Because I got a feeling it's something I don't want to see. Oh, I could see the white with the blue. So I think he's implying that it's cold up there. Chilly. Brrr. It's cold. You better drink some hot tea quick. I had chicken tonight too, Norm. I had chicken and applesauce because I was too lazy to cook anything else. So by the time I cooked the chicken, I was going to make toast. We got some rye bread, some delicious seedless rye. I don't like the seeds. I know that's the part of the rye bread that everybody wants, but Peter doesn't like that. Peter, why am I talking in the third person? I don't like the seeds in rye bread, but I do like pumpernickel bread even better. I usually keep 2 or 3 loaves of pumpernickel bread in the freezer. But since I started making my own bread, guess what? It was a good meal. The chicken, not so much. So Norm says Canada is spectacular in autumn. Weather is cool, but we enjoy the change of the seasons. Oh, that's great. I hope you take pictures because I don't get to see that. Norm says Lewis in Canada and Luis in Florida. Where's my red towel? There it is. Okay. Hey, you guys that have like a desktop stand for your microphones, here's a no charge for this. This is just a side thing. Get yourself a nice thick towel, fluff it up, fold it until it's folded nicely. This smells good. What did I... Oh, this bottle is leaking. Yep, the bottle's leaking. I'm sending this back. It's a bottle of cinnamon essence oil, and it leaked all over the place, so they sent me a new one, and they want me to send that one back. So I'm going to let it stink all the way back. So anyway, I was saying, if you've got like a microphone stand like this, and you put it on the table, now if I tap the table, yeah, you get to hear that, okay? Now you take this nice folded up towel, and you put the stand on that. Lower it down a little bit because it's going to be taller than me now. Okay. Now when I hit the table, the microphone moves, but we don't get that drumming sound anymore. And you can even put 2 towels if you need to. Okay. Does that look like it's leaning, or are you just happy to see me? No, that's okay. So we're all right now. So that was a side benefit. You can use a towel under the stand. And of course, because it's a towel, you can pick the color that you want. Nobody said what color your towel. I picked a red one. This is a Christmas room. I thought I had a second one in here. I thought I had 2 towels. Apparently, I must have gotten really hungry and eaten the other towel. But anyway, so that's something. That's a way you can reduce the noise from the table, tapping, all kinds of stuff. I get a nice thick towel, fold it up at least 3 or 4 times, but make it a nice solid platform. We don't want this to fall over on me or onto the floor, of course. So I need to stop touching the microphone. And now now I'm using the mouse, and I don't know if you guys were hearing it all night tonight, but now I'm moving it around. You can't hear nothing, honey. Nothing. I love the seasons for landscape photography. Bundle up. Bundle up, bundle up, bundle up. Jim says, boom. Boom? Lewis getting a root canal next week. Amen. That's right. God answered our prayers. That's right. I know a lot of you guys prayed. So thank you all for the prayers. Amen. Amen. I'm medicated. They gave me Tylenol 3. Tylenol 3 is awesome. Listen to me. Get yourself as much of that as you can. Okay, it's like taking 4 Tylenols at once. It's 800, I think, milligrams. So the regular Tylenol is 200. So if you take 2 Tylenols, you're taking 400. And I remember once the dentist told me to take 4 Advils or 4 Tylenol. And I said, what? What? Are you crazy in the locomotive in the head? He says, that's what the same thing is if I write you a prescription. You want to go to the drugstore to get the prescription? I said, no, my God, no. He said, take 4 Tylenols. Okay? So you take them and you put them in the freezer or the refrigerator, and you keep them for those special days where you need them. So Lewis says, thank you for all the prayers. Amen. Yes, I think it's a good exercise when we pray. Oh, I already read this. He's medicated. Lewis is medicated. I thought you were medicated a long time ago, Lewis. No, I'm kidding. Sammy, my root canal is the same price as a 13 Pro Max. Oh, my gosh. Can you take pictures with your tooth? No? Okay. Well, Norm, maybe you should counter that statement with Simon about the weather getting cooler. Not so much with the fall, but winter is the story. Caught some of it last February. I hope you know what he's talking about, Norm. Here's Kippy. How you doing, Kippy? I love you, dude. Thank you for being here. Hey, Peter and everybody. Nice chilly morning. Oh, chilly over there, too. Why is it so hot here? He's planning to go out to the park with his wife and the children, and he's taking the R5 with him. So guess what? We're going to be getting some nice pics, nice videos maybe. So let's keep an eye on Kippy's channel. How it's going to do something. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm sorry, but your period of silence is over. It's getting too warm in here. I know you guys are chilly up there. Okay, but I got to turn me on the air conditioner for a little bit. It's getting warm in here. When I feel the sweat running down, the beads running down, and they're ticklish, okay, time to turn the AC on. At least 20 minutes, okay? So we had 37 minutes with no AC, so the room held up pretty cool. Not too bad. I want to check out the ZFC and see if it... Yeah, the USB thing is warm, quite warm. So we're getting juice. We're getting justice to the peoples. Justice to the peoples. I know you guys, you have a hard time with English. So it's warm, which means it should be feeding it power. Now, if it stops in the middle of everything, we'll know. But right now, it's quite warm. So I did pop the battery out before I turned the camera on. I popped the battery out since I know that that's the fix. It's not really a fix. It's a workaround. So I popped the battery out and put it right back in and then turn the camera on. And hopefully it's supposed to trigger the activity for the USB feeding it. Some not so smart person said, that's what you get for using an incompatible something. Well, I got 5 different things and all 5 are incompatible, including the Sony one that runs the Sony camera. I don't think that person actually watched the video all the way through. That's my guess. And I get to vent a little bit by telling you that is the problem. Okay, so we left off with Kippy. Kippy's going out. Might be a question for Randy, but I'm trying to install drivers for an older ColorVision Spider 2 Express, but it isn't compatible with Windows 10. Is there a workaround, Randy? Okay, Randy can answer him here. That's possible. Or Randy can go over to Peter Gregg Live Group, and Randy actually is the moderator at Peter Gregg Live Group because I don't get very into Facebook very much. And honestly, I don't even think I know what my password is, so better get on the stick before it goes too far away, and I'll never find it. And then it'll just become Randy's. He'll change it from Peter Gregg Live Facebook group to Randy's Live Facebook group. Uh-oh, Peter's in trouble. Oh, but Woody's here to get me out of trouble. Thank you, Woody, for coming. Hi, Peter and everybody. I just finished editing 450 volleyball photos. And as luck would have it, got them right in the camera and used the JPEGs to crop only. Now the culling begins. Okay, so who knows what culling is? Okay, does everybody know what culling is? Don't be ashamed if you don't know. There was a time I didn't know what culling was. Okay, so culling is something that a photographer that shoots a lot of pictures has to do. And that is basically sorting through the pictures. So culling is sorting through the pictures and keeping the good ones and either discarding the bad ones or separating them from the good pile. So I would come home. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Louise. Did I accidentally bump your towel? Sorry, baby girl. Okay, so I would come home with like 2,500 to 4,000 shots from a wedding. Many cards. A lot of time to ingest. And I don't even look at them. I just start right off the bat with the weddings back then. Making backups. I needed to have 3 backups. Okay, in the computer. In the second computer. In a hard drive that gets disconnected, and the cards themselves don't get erased until the wedding is delivered. Yeah, I know. You got to buy yourself some more cards. But you're in business. Buy the ding-dong cards. So Woody is now culling, meaning, do I like this picture or this one? Is this one better than this one, or is this one better than this one? Let's do a comparison. So Lightroom and some of the other programs have it so you can do boop, an A, B check. So you can do A or B or A, kind of like how Panasonic focuses. Is this sharper or is this sharper? Is this sharper now? Oh, no, let me try this one. Is that sharper? That's the Panasonic focus system method. They're culling. They're culling the scene and deciding which shot is the keeper, okay? But by the time you do that, guess what? You're on to the next picture. So Woody is now culling, but that was a pretty good job to take that many pictures, and you're just going to use the JPEGs. High five. YouTube 5. YouTube 5. There we go. YouTube 5. What was the other word that we coined? Candy Ween. Candy Ween is coming up. Okay, so Lewis, are you going to get lots of good candy for Candy Ween? Peter, you know how to eat. Oh, wait, you calling me fat? Is that what it is? I wish we had Chick-fil-A sauce here. You eating good. Excuse me. What is it you had last week that made my mouth drool? Young man, don't be thinking it's a one-way street. Okay, so that's payback for making me drool while you told me those wonderful things you were cooking and eating last week. I don't remember what they were, but payback. It's a witch. So, yep, the Chick-fil-A sauce is awesome. Peter, you know how to eat. I already read that one. Golly gee whiz, Batman. We'll be celebrating the 50th of Disney next week as I celebrate my 51st birthday in October. So make sure that I get to sing happy birthday to you on October 14th. If it's not Friday, you can have either the Friday before or the Friday after, because it's really your birthday the whole week long. This rule that your birthday is just one day is ridiculous. Okay, especially with a family with that many kids. So you start out with one day and you have cake. Then you do it again. It's still Daddy's birthday week. We have ice cream. And then you do it again and you got pizza. You got to know how to work those kids. That's it. It's the food. Anthony, it's the food. That's what it is. And Disney. Yeah, tell them we're going to Disney. Your girl and your boy are going to be jumping around the house. They're not going to sleep for a week. So if you want tonight, I could teach everyone how to make the ZV1 better. I could join from the interview mode or something like that. Just an idea. That's a great idea. I'll keep that in mind. But I have to plan ahead. It doesn't just pop in. So, but thank you for the offer, Sammy. You're awesome. You are absolutely, positively awesome. So, one of the big problems is, Sammy, is like everybody in here wants to get on the show. Okay, so that's why we all just talk to each other, like your show. Everybody wants to be on Sammy with Sammy Superstar. So you got to limit it to one. You didn't tell me who's coming on Monday. You got to advertise your show and see what's happening, unless you're in construction mode. Where that was Sammy's or Charles. I shared a video on the Facebook group channel about the Nikon ZFC camera with another bug. You guys want to find another bug? What's the name of it, Randy? Peter Gregg Live Group. All of those words together, smashed together. Okay, no spaces. Go to Facebook and look up Peter Gregg Live Group. Is that what it is? Yeah. Peter Gregg Live Group. And it's not a public thing. You got to get permission. And the reason for that is we can let our hair down. If you want to talk how much you got paid for a wedding, or how much you got paid for a portrait session, or some kind of a problem you're having with a camera and you don't want it public, that group is private. A person has to be a member. And and people just arbitrarily come up and ask to be a member, and I don't approve them if I don't recognize them. So if they're not here, that is an extension of here. Okay, so if Louise Smith wanted to get in, I don't know who Louise Smith is. I don't know who. I know who Louise Gregg. She's my sister. She's my aunt. Okay. All right. So, but let's say Glenda, the Good Witch of the North. I wouldn't approve her. I don't know Glenda, the Good Witch of the North. I heard she's got a bad sister. So, you know, we want to keep the room safe for each other. So it's set to private mode. Now, once you get authorized one time, you're in. You go back and you can post, and unless Randy kicks you out for not behaving, you're in. So that's the benefit of it. So Anthony says, love you all too. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Very few people I say, I love you. I love you. I love you. You're one of the few, if not the only one. Nope, wait, Lewis does. Lewis says it all the time. Okay, I love you all too. So thank you, Anthony. That was cool. That was really cool. So this is the Lewis I was talking about. He says, I love you back. Happy 51st birthday to Anthony. Happy birthday in October. Happy birthday in October. Happy birthday, Anthony, and everybody else that's got a birthday in October. Happy birthday to you. Peter, why didn't you use your singing mic? I don't know. I can't imagine why I didn't use it. It's not connected. That's why. What is connected is Aunt Louise, the silver fox, as Ray said. So Lewis says, thank you, Peter. Acting has been so fun. Been taking acting classes for 2.5 years. It has been a blast. It looked, you acted so well, it looked like you were just having a normal conversation. I didn't think you were acting at all. Okay, that's how good it was. And I said, put that boy in a movie. Get that boy's butt into a movie now. So, yeah, you did good. Keep at it. You never know when you're going to get picked up. You know, be you starring in a movie, that you're going to stop coming here because you're going to, you know, be a star. You're just going to leave me, Lewis, and never say hello again. You're going to do that to me, Lewis? Eric says, hello, Peter Terrians. Just got out of a photography pre-production meeting for St. George Marathon, which is tomorrow. So that is Eric Pickett. He is, actually, he's a paid photographer for the St. George Marathon, which is happening tomorrow. Mañana. Sábado. Saturday. Jim says, I loved Johnny Carson. They just don't do late night like that anymore. No, there's nobody on there worth watching. Okay, now I know you guys, a lot of you younger guys, this is your generation. That's who you get to watch, is who's up there. But I can tell you the truth, they don't hold a candle. Not even Brian, whatever is Conan O'Brien. They don't even hold a candle to Johnny Carson. Okay? And the only ones that actually come a little bit close is Jay Leno. Actually did a good job. David Letterman went off on his own little road. Okay? So this is kind of critiquing now. Okay? And it's a personal opinion. Like if I was a writer, like Norm is a writer, and he writes articles, he writes his personal opinions of things that he sees it. He calls it like he sees it. So, yep, Jim, I used to go to bed and go to sleep with Johnny Carson on every single night. And then he made it to 4 nights. Then he made it to 3 nights. And then he came in one night and there was a guest the other 4 nights. He kind of retired right inside of his own show. So Randy is talking to Scotty. Microsoft has been dropping old drivers with Windows 10. See if a WinDriver would help. Or just go to the original website where you bought it. Oh, excuse me. I'm having some water. H2O. Agua. You know what? I didn't get ice cubes in it this time. But it is Zephyr Hills water. So here's an interesting question for me. Is Zephyrhills water just a Florida thing, or do you guys in other parts of the country get Zephyrhills water? Zephyrhills water. The Nikon is not going to focus because it could see my eyes. Okay, that's what Zephyrhills water, that's what the bottle looks like without my fingers on it. Okay. So is it just, because it's Zephyrhills is in Florida. It's a city in Florida. Okay. With a spring. So I'm kind of curious if anybody else gets Zephyrhills water besides Floridians. Charles says, I hear. What do you hear, Charles? Can you please tell me what it is you hear? Said the little da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Do you hear what I hear? Norm was having me sing that song almost every night for a long time. I hear someone is going to film. Oh, I missed it. Charles, come back. I hear someone is going to film a special video featuring Peter. Who? Who's going to make featuring me? I don't think so. I ain't got nothing on the schedule, honey. Nothing, honey. So, I hope it's not a surprise. Carlos made it in tonight. Hi, Carlos. Hello, all. One last client, and I'm getting me some Peter Gregg live. Well, why don't we all help your client? What seems to be the problem? The root of it is your mother. Do you have a good relationship with your mother? If you don't have a good relationship with your mother, the rest of your life is just all messed up. So you need to make peace with your mother. If your mother's not here, you need to write a letter to your mother and pretend you mailed it to her. Get it all out in the open. Oh boy, is that old school, right? The problem is you're a sinner and you can't take the fact that you just ain't right. So just say, I'm sorry, and clear the slate. It's called rejection. Did you know that rejection, I'm not talking to Carlos now, he knows a gazillion times more, that rejection is the root of all the other stuff, depression and everything. The rejection is the #1 tool of the devil. If you feel rejected, you're a mopey right off the bat. You need to learn how to combat that. I don't think I know everything. As a matter of fact, I had an episode today. I was told something that surprised me that for maybe about 5 minutes, I interpreted it as rejection. And it bothered me because I thought I was making a really, really good friend. And, so whatever. Didn't go well, but then I figured, whatever it was, people have a right to control what kind of information comes and goes, and that's just the way it is. So where did I leave off? Oh, with Carlos. We were going to help him. Like he needs help. We're the ones that need the help. Randy says, Woody, I didn't know that you could crop JPEG. But of course. You just need to know your ratios. And when I say your ratios, I don't mean 8:10, 4:6. I mean what is going to be the output. So let's say your output's going to be, let's say it's going to be a 5:7 for some reason. Although most people aren't going to do that. But let's say it's going to be a 5:7. You need to see what the native size is of a 5:7 and don't crop it more than that, or you're going to be forcing the computer to actually upsample, which reduces and makes the quality basically suck. Yeah, I said that. It basically does that. So yeah, you can crop down to the native 1:1 size on a JPEG, on a TIFF, or anything else that you want. I love the demo that you sent me the other day. It made my day. You didn't say anything, Sammy. Okay, all right, look. Nikon Z6, did you see it changed? Do you see it? That's not the Nikon Z6. That's the Nikon Z6. Somebody get the time. Let me see what the time is. I've got to write to Glenn. 55 minutes and 22 seconds. But of course, I don't have a pen here. 55 minutes and 22 seconds. And I don't have a piece of paper. Ugh. I will conquer. Okay, I will just write it on this instruction sheet. 55 minutes and 22 seconds. Glenn, I'm coming for you, baby. Here it comes. Because he said, I have to see it. I need to see it. So that was a change. So remember, the A7S Mark III is to my left, which would mean I'm looking that away. Okay, all the other cameras, I'm looking at them head on. So I'm looking at the Nikon head on, and you can see that. Now, if I'm looking that way, that's where the Sony A7S3 is. So you all saw that? You all saw that? So Sammy, you made me think you didn't like it because you never responded. And I'm going like, uh-oh, Sammy didn't like my song. I shared one of them with Sammy so he could hear what I was doing. And he didn't say anything. So I'm going like, Sammy didn't like my song. But guess what? He comes into the show like the superstar that he is. I love the demo that you sent me the other day. It made my day. Now that, Sammy, is what I want to hear. I want to hear that I made your day. I want to hear that you like the song at least a little bit. Okay. So that, Lewis says, I'm never eating sugar again. I'm sorry. All right, let's get the bets out on the table, okay? Who brought the cards? Let's put the cards aside now. We're going to put our bets down on the table. Who says, okay, see, Nikon Z6? That isn't the Nikon Z6. That's the A7S Mark III. And then we go over here, and it's the Z6. So something is shifting inch by inch, and it started, where's my paper? At 55 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay, I got it. So Lewis says, I'm never eating sugar again. I'm sorry. Okay, who's going to take the bets? I say that Sammy will eat sugar again. I'll put a penny on the table that on Candyween, you're going to be the day after, you're going to have a Lewis in here going like, I got so much candy, you're not going to believe it. I went out with these kids or those kids, or I went out by myself, whatever. But that boy is going to have candy. Oh, okay. I had to think, what is Jim saying here? It's the Pentateuch. That's the first 5 books. Penta means 5. Okay. So that's what the first 5 books of the Old Testament are called. Thank you, Jim. Am I that far behind, or you just thought of it? Charles says, Peter, since you like candy, and yes, I do, I will send you the candy girl for your birthday. Well, aren't you very nice? What flavor? If it's got to be the right flavor, okay? Otherwise, just don't bother. Charles, I somehow get the feeling you're kind of like in a little bit of a mischievous mood tonight. So control it. Take a pill. Did you have any sangria tonight, Charles? Have yourself a sangria. Kick back. Put your legs up on the chair. Okay? So this way that little mischievous part of you can just kind of like settle down, Charles. Calm down. Charles, watch my finger. Look at my hand. Look at my Nikon Z6. It's really an A7 S Mark III. Calm down, Charles. There you go, big boy. Get yourself a nice sangria and relax. And you will feel so much better. And you won't aggravate Peter. Lewis, what is your birthday wish, Peter? I wish for Christmas number 2. Right here, right now, on the spot. That's my birthday wish. And if you think I'm joking, you don't need a root canal, okay? Randy says, I've had the same problem with the cameras, especially after an eCam update. Lately, I have not had that problem because I turn on my cameras 1 through 5. And when turning off 5 through 1 in that order. Well, what I do, Randy, is I exit out of eCam first. Okay? And then turn the cameras off. And before I turn eCam on, I turn all the cameras on so that eCam doesn't know which ones I turned on in which order. Okay? Surprise! So eCam wakes up and goes like, oh my goodness! I got 5 cameras going on all at once. Oh, well, this is a good day. It's a good day. It really is. It's a good day. So that's what Lewis says. I'm not joining in on that party, Lewis. That's you and Charles. A couple of years ago, we had to use their cameras. This time, they allow me to use my camera, which is good. I even rented the Sigma 2470 2.8 from Borrow Lenses. That's good. It's so much better when you do a job with your own equipment. When you go in with a rented piece of equipment, you need to have some hands-on. You know, like pilots have to have so many flight hours before they can get to the next step or whatever it is that's required. So getting a new camera and shooting something important with it will be, you know, a little bit iffy. Lewis says, Charles, how's your Leica? Yeah, Charles, how's the Leica working? You and your Z6 that thinks it's a A7s Mark III. So we're going to go right from Leicas to spaghetti. Now it's getting chilly. So, okay, let's all listen together. We're going to actually turn off the air conditioner. So you can hear it now when I... no noise in here. It's quiet. The only noise that actually is going to happen is in the chain between Louise and the M1. That is the internal noise. So that is cool. I do have a fan going on. Remember, remember Randy, that little fan, but it's almost silent. So I have a question. Randy, what are you having for dinner tonight? I'm having spaghetti with romaine lettuce salad plus pecan pralines ice cream for dessert. Boy, you know how to punch in the gut. Pralines ice cream, pecan pralines ice cream. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I gotta go out and get me some chocolate ice cream. I'll see your pralines and I'll up you one chocolate ice cream. So Norm says, Randy, most Canadians love winter. It's the time to skate, ski, chill out in the crisp, fresh air. That's good because that's what you got. That's why the Floridians like hot. We get to boat, ski, swim, snorkel, scuba dive, and most of them start with an S, which is driving Louise crazy with my S's on my Mickey phones. So... yeah, you know, I could put 2 ears on Louise and she would become a Mickey Mouse microphone. That's not a bad idea. Where can I get... We'll need to get 2 of these. One for this side and one for this side. And I'll just glue the windscreen on there. And we'll have Louise, Mickey Louise. So that's what we've got. Scotty. Tell me why I'm shouting, Scotty. I don't know why I'm shouting. I should just be talking to you like you're right here. Well, I would talk a little louder. So thank you. Excuse me. Thank you, Randy. The manufacturer won't support it with compatible drivers anymore, so I will try your first suggestion. Tom, I love you. Tom, where have you been? I was looking for you at the beginning of the show, and I figured, well, he didn't come in tonight. He's probably dating his wife, or they're cleaning up, or reorganizing one of their 2. They don't have 1 studio. They have 2 studios. I mean, how many people have 2 studios? I don't have 2 studios. What are you talking about? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms capable of recording and live streaming if need be. So Tom is here. I am so happy to see you, Tom. I did see you. I was a little bit disappointed. Not in you. Of course, I'm not ever disappointed in you. I was disappointed that was the secret mic. I was expecting something stunningly amazing. And it was cool, but the other mics, by the way, the like this one is the Warm 67. Just an FYI for everybody. 67 is not the year for the microphone. Okay? This microphone is emulating a famous microphone. So you got to go back in history to find out what the famous microphones are. And then you've got others that are making copies of the famous microphone. So this is a WA67. So this is emulating the Neumann original 67, not the AI that's out today. That one also is emulating their original. They didn't bring the original back. They made a newer one. Okay. So another famous one is the U47. And so there's a ton of number 47 microphones. They all want to emulate the U47. So I don't remember who was first, but I think the Neumann was first. And then other companies like Telefunken and other brands, including Warm. Warm is a USA brand started in a garage here in the United States, just like Ear Trumpet Labs started in a garage here in United States, in Oregon. I don't know the city that Warm started, and then they grew to be a big microphone company. Now, this microphone, they need to sell it by the pound, because whatever's in here, okay, well, there's a tube in here. And you can actually get in there and change the tube and up the quality by going to a higher priced tube, or a famous tube, something that, like, everybody's going to use a Sony, or everybody's going to use a Canon. Well, there's tubes that make their rounds, okay? And it's not hard to find out which tube. So you can actually upgrade to a better tube if you so choose, and maybe they already have that better tube in the Warm microphone. Or your amps, the preamps, some of them are tubes, and those tubes can also be upgraded to get a better sound. So where was I? I got all excited because Tom came into the room. And hi, Heather. How you doing, Heather? Good to see you, Heather. You look wonderful. Is it my imagination, Heather, or does your hair look a little bit purple tonight? So what was going on with the dogs, Tom? Were they growling at each other for a particular reason? Did they both want the same bone? Do they get into that kind of a thing often or rarely? But it sounded like there was a little bit of a fuss down there. It even got your attention for a while, so I knew that Tom was ready to step in if he needed to. He didn't need to, of course. Everything was fine, so I'm not trying to make, sensationalism here. But I noticed that Tom was had his eye on the situation, okay? So I was just curious what was going on. Norm, or you can head to Florida for a little sunshine. Norm, can you put a little powder on your head? You're blinding me. It's like you're blinding me sitting in the front row, Norm. Just powder your head a little bit. I can get to you too, dude. Yes, of course, with love. I know you don't have any hair up there, but that's okay. We love you twice as much now. Charles says, my Leica is sad. Oh, I did not like the lens I bought, so I talked to a friend of mine that has the Leica SL2, and she recommended the Leica Sumatron series of lenses, so I sent my lens back. Leica makes good lenses, so we're going to see how this unfolds. He ordered the Leica 35mm Sumatron lens. That's why, Randy says, that's why I put the mouse pad. That's why I put the mouse pad for my mic. Helps tremendously on the noise. I found that I kept tapping the desk Boom, 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 boom. Let's go back to my room. Oh, that didn't say anything. You didn't hear anything. And what was the rest of it? Now, just have to remember to turn it on. Yeah. Is this mic on? Can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me in the back? Oh, the mic is on? Okay, good. So, that's funny. Randy, that's funny. It's Ray that's coming up. Canada. No. Ray is coming up. Listen, M1, you better behave. Canada is so cold and bold that it doesn't fold or grow mold. I've been told by those I polled, and it's too old to be rolled or sold. All right, Ray. How long, first of all, did you take your medicine today, Ray? Did you take the little pill in the bottle? Did you remember to take it? Yes, I still love you. Okay, now how long did it take you to do that? You just wanted to see me trip over my tongue. Canada is so old and bold that it doesn't fold or grow mold. I have been told by those I polled, and it's too old to be rolled or sold. So says Raymond Old. I'll get it. Give me time. Just hope it's in my time. I don't like taking them because I feel like floating. You're supposed to take them and go to bed. It's not a fun pill, okay? You go to bed and sleep. And in between, you take less. Norm, go to Florida and search for Brian. Brian somebody. I don't know who that is. But you go ahead there, Norm. Norm says, I thought they were looking for him in Texas. Good old Hey. What are you focused on? Hello? That chair again. The cameras think that chair is a freaking face. I'm going to have to put a mustache on that chair. I'm going to deface an antique. Well, I know how to fix that. If I ever find the other red towel, guess where it's going? It's going over there. What the heck happened to that other red towel? So see this? Some of the cameras are seeing this and thinking that's a face. And they focus over there. They get caught. And here I thought I was being really smart and sassy and clever by having all those millions of Christmas lights there to catch the focus systems. And the chair does a better job than the Christmas tree. Just when you thought you were winning. Just when you thought you were winning. So he said, I thought they were going to look for him in Texas. Sorry, Charles, but 35 millimeter is a solid focal length. Oh, sorry to hear. Okay. I was wondering, why are you sorry? That's a great lens. I tried that workaround and it didn't work for my ZFCs. I'm assuming you're talking about the battery trick and not the Windows 95 or Windows 10, whatever we're up to. Randy says the junkyard dog said he was going to find him within 24 hours. It's been over a week. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Somebody bragged about something they shouldn't have been bragging about. Then they didn't live up to their brag, so now they got egg on their face, and everybody's making jokes at his expense. It took me a while to catch up with you boys, okay? But I'm there for the moment, okay? I'm there for the moment. He said he was going to have him, the headline that I saw, he said he was going to have him before his birthday. Is that the one we're talking about, or am I all wet here? Okay, so I don't think he's going to see a dime for the reward. Woody says, Randy, I never heard of a problem cropping JPEGs. Not sure what you mean. D7100, D500 files are very usable when you crop. And Woody is 100% correct. Woody, cropping JPEGs in RAW, but I thought Nikon prevented the JPEG files to be edited. Should I take another hit? I think so. I've been singing a lot. A lot. Like all day, all night, Marianne. So you could take any JPEG file and crop it, Randy. In Lightroom, Luminar AI, even in your Mac, in the preview program, you can crop anything, anywhere, anytime you want. Nikon can't prevent you from editing it. Nikon can keep you from doing it inside of their own program. But that would be like shooting their own foot, okay, which would be kind of crazy. Lewis says, oh yeah, I had the spare ribs, Peter. I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, you were teasing me and making my mouth watering. Randy, I never had any problems cropping using the Nikon free software. Okay, so that answered that question. You can. So Randy says, are you putting them in DX mode in cropping from FX? Okay, Norm, I crop JPEGs with no problems at all. I use ACDC, works great. Not as complex as Photoshop, but it does a great job. I had that program and they had an upgrade, and I looked into Luminar AI and I went that way. But the other one's still functional. So I have Lightroom, ACDC, and I also have Luminar AI. And I use Luminar AI now 99.9% of the time. Randy says, I use that software too. I used to use ACDC. Woody says, Randall, all I ever had was the DX cameras. Just crop 450 photos. No problem. Lewis says, Peter, do you eat straw? Oh, no. Do you shoot raw? I usually wear clothes. You know, the police don't really look kindly on people that shoot raw. Yeah, I shoot only raw, except in my iPhone. It shoots whatever it wants. Okay. But I usually shoot 99.9% of the time in RAW. The only time I do shoot a JPEG is if I need access to that photo immediately and I don't have time or access to get it into the software to change it over. I asked to join, but nobody added me. Randy, check and see if Sammy Superstar, would you approve me? Look and see for Randy Superstar and approve that old boy. Okay? Sammy should be in there without question. So Randy will check on it. How long ago did you do it? You might have to send another request because I don't know if they time out. And make sure it says Sammy Superstar. I mean, if you send something that we're not going to recognize, Randy's not going to put it in. But if he recognizes your name, he'll put it in. Norm says, I shoot in the RAW sometimes, but it's too cold to do that in winter. I got there before you, Norm. Actually, you got there before me, but hey, it's my show. David. Hey, Peter and family. Almost heaven. West. Nope. Start over. Almost heaven. It's Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. 2, 3, 4 country roads take me home to the place I belong. Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. David Crooks. There you go. David gets a hello. David gets a song. And Randy says, Charles, saw that video before coming to watch this stream. And Randy says, Country Road song is coming. He sent out a warning. He gave a warning. What do you all do? Go hide when I sing? Wow, I thought you guys had my back. Golly gee whiz, Batman. That's good. I'll sing it again. Almost heaven. As a matter of fact, I'll sing it into the warm, unconnected warm mic. Almost heaven. West. Nope. I keep doing. It's the song. I can't help it. Almost heaven. It's Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong. It's Virginia, mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. Who wants to bet we get a copyright claim on this show tonight? Too bad we don't have enough subscribers. So it ain't going to help them much. They could screw me over all they want. It ain't help them. It won't help them 1 inch. So that was Randy that warned everybody the song was coming. I meter my snow shots and double check with the Gaussian the Luna 6. That's a light meter, a handheld light meter. Is that the one that looks like a gun with a handle, or is that the one where you hold it like that and you open the cover and close it? I still have a few of those in the box. I half push the shutter button and kaboom, I get a meter reading. Just got to know how to aim the thing. 84 days, 11 hours until Christmas. What's the day's date? Oh, October 1st. Happy October 1st, boys and girls. We are here and having a good time. You're right, Peter. I got to put myself out there more. I love acting, and I appreciate you so much. Well, I'm telling you, you got some talent there in those bones. You might as well use them. Eric Pickett says, I love Johnny Carson, and he likes Jay Leno. Do you get to see Jay Leno on YouTube? He's got his own YouTube channel with cars. And that guy's got a full freaking production company to make his videos. You don't have it. I don't have it. Norm doesn't have it. But Jay Leno has a whole production company. I dare Jay Leno to come in here and say hello to everybody. I probably would fall flat on my face. I will still come here. Oh, that's when you become a star. Speaking of stars, we have our own resident star. I really like the Johnny Carson show. You're absolutely right, Bobo. Who's that? Who am I imitating? I'm the YouTuber Johnny Carson. Oh, you're the YouTuber Johnny Carson. Well, you better get a desk and a chair and a couch and a scene of the city behind you with some plants. And even if it's not active, you need a desk microphone. And then you could be the YouTuber Johnny Carson. Here's Sammy. Sammy Superstar. That's what I thought when I saw your stream. You just need an Ed McMahon. That's right, Sammy. You need to get yourself an Ed McMahon. I think Randy would make a great Ed McMahon. But, you know, maybe you should do something new and get a girl. Get Sly. Get Sly to be your egg. Get Sly to be your egg. Get Sly to be your Ed McMahon. That would be awesome. Lewis says, who is Johnny Carson? Is he your friend, Peter? How come he's not in the Christmas room? Yeah, Johnny is my friend. He said he might come by the Christmas room. It will definitely be sensational if he comes. So that would really be a coup. That would really be something that JC would do. Making fun of you, Lewis. I love you. Lewis, Google Johnny Carson. No, don't Google Johnny Carson. Don't. What? You don't know who Jami? You don't know who Jami is? Johnny Carson is? Lewis? He knows. He's just yanking my chain. 18 thumbs up and 16 watches. Hey, we got 20 thumbs up and 18 watches. How did that happen? We didn't get our obligatory single thumbs down from the person that thinks that they are doing it to get attention. But I just think it's a mental condition, and that's fine. They didn't take their medication. So Charles is saying, David, yes, that's because 2 went to sleep. Okay, here's Ray. So I have to put my seatbelt on when I read Ray's comments. I'm guessing the Letterman, Leno, O'Brien generation modeled their shows after Carson, and the Fallon, Kimmel, Colbert generation modeled their shows after Letterman, Leno, O'Brien. Change was inevitable, especially since they died. It was inevitable. Okay, so the king of late night is Johnny Carson. There is no and. It's Johnny Carson, period. There is no one that is like Johnny Carson. So who was before Johnny Carson? Who did Johnny Carson take over from? Do you guys remember that? It would have to be some old timers to remember who he took over from. And he took over, I think, in his 20s. And he just was the king of late night. Everybody else tried to go up against Johnny Carson. Nobody won. Okay? But it does become an interesting story because Johnny Carson liked David Letterman, but his own production company chose Jay Leno. So that's hilarious. That's number one. Number two, Johnny Carson, as far as I know, never went on Jay Leno after he retired, and he owns the company. Okay, Johnny Carson owns the company, but he didn't go to promote Jay Leno. But he was on the Letterman show 2 or 3 times. I don't remember. One of them he came in and David Letterman got up and put Johnny in the seat. So now I got to tell you the truth. I got really excited because I thought, oh my God, it's going to be like the old days. Johnny Carson's behind the desk. This is going to be fantastic. Johnny Carson didn't say a single word. He pretended like he was going to. Then he went like that and walked out. The audience went absolutely bonkers. I sat up in my bed and watched. That's how amazing it was. It was just fantastic. So Johnny Carson was lending his presence on the David Letterman show, while the David Letterman show was competing with his own company that had Jay Leno. So it's a wonderful soap opera. You would never guess what the heck was going on back there. So it's like making a carbon copy. It's like making a copy of a tape. Degradation is inevitable. You've used that word twice now, Ray. You gotta take a pill for that, which makes it impossible for a new generation to live up to those who are considered legends. That goes across the board, Ray. Just talking it out for a second. There's nothing that matched that generation, not only with Johnny Carson, but Bob Hope, Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, and the Rat Pack, Lucille Ball. I'm not talking about singers. I'm talking about actors. They were singers too. Okay. Those were the cream of the crop. Those were amazing people. Now it's shock value. Okay. So let me show you whose prick is bigger, yours or mine. And they're using shock value. And you're going, oh, and that's what they're trying to do to keep the listeners, which one can be more sensational. They weren't being sensational back then. They were being themselves. You know, Bob Hope would be in the chair with Johnny Carson, and out of nowhere, unannounced, not even known to Johnny Carson, Dean Martin would come in and sit down next to him. Or Bing Crosby would come in at another time that he was on. And you just had the biggest names ever They were humble, kind, nice people. Now you've got the crazies. They are living in Hollywood, in Fantasyland, and they never come home. They stay in Fantasyland. I don't pay attention to them. I haven't seen a good movie in ages that's new. Okay? I have seen some later good movies, but nothing compared to that age. But that's my opinion. Another person that's never experienced that, it's like, oh, you like the old movies? You need to see blah, 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 blah. Okay? I love Battleship. Boy, I think that's an amazing movie. Okay? I just finished... I have to unwind after I sing for 40 hours in the day. And I'll lay down in bed and I'm up till 5 in the morning because I'm watching this series called Suits. And wouldn't you know it? They're showing the thing, and the show takes a complete turn. Like those writers don't have a clue what the viewing public is there for. And they just take it, and the whole show... I just stopped watching it. Season 6. When Mike went to jail, I'm thinking like, this is not something I want to see. We just went dark. We went to the dark side. He went to prison. And I'm thinking like, no. So I watched up to season 6, and then I went, I realized I was hooked. So I went to season 9 and watched the last 2 shows. So I skipped everything after one of the lead guys went to prison. Ba-ba-bum. Lewis says, I feel so bad. Sorry, friends. I don't think I was born. Nope. Johnny Carson looks very sharp and entertaining. I will watch. You will be entertained. Scotty says, no Zephyrhills water up here, but my friend that lives in Zephyrhills says his water tastes great. Uncommon for Florida, I guess. Don't be drinking the tap water no matter where you are. No matter what you hear. No matter what you read. Don't be drinking the tap water. So Charles says, Lewis, Google Johnny Carson. Featuring Bob Hope. You'll like that show. Comedy at its best. That's one of the best ones on YouTube, Charles. I've watched that at least 5 times. That is awesome. There is, I don't know if that's the one, but one of them, I think... I don't remember. They're all such big stars. So one of them was tapping his cigar ashes into the other guy's coffee cup or water cup while he was talking to Johnny Carson. So I think it was George Global. Okay, so whoever it was would look and talk to Johnny, and he had his water cup here. Now, you can't tell me this wasn't stage, but it's possible that it wasn't. So as soon as the guy that's the big star, let's say it was Bob Hope, would turn to answer Johnny, the other guy that's sitting on the couch next to him would tap his cigar into the coffee cup. Okay? And then the guy, like that's Bob Hope, he would go to drink it, but he would never drink it. It never got up to his lips, but it got mighty, mighty close. Okay? It was like, it was real entertainment. Lewis says, I'm learning. I just want to eat sugar, but it's just so painful. Go back to the sugar. You'll be doing a lot better. Lewis, you'll be doing better with the sugar. Okay. Best Johnny Carson show was when George Global was getting the cigarette. That's the one. Oh, it's by Dean Martin. Okay. I didn't remember who it was, Randy. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. There's a lot of bests. Okay. There's a lot of bests. When Dolly Parton was there, that was an amazing show, okay? And only Johnny Carson can pull off the looks, you know. One of them is not dirty at all, but it's dirty enough where I can't even repeat it. So this lady had a cat in her lap, and so she asked Johnny, do you want to pet my... But she didn't say cat. She used the other word that starts with the P. And Johnny Carson went... The audience just busted up like crazy. And then there was the time when Johnny Carson was getting, it was in his bathing suit, and he was getting a massage. And I think Don Rickles came in from the show across the hall. There's more than one studio in those buildings. And he just tackled Johnny Carson, started tickling him, and they got into a wrestling match. So many cool shows. Randy says, rewatch your Dare drinking video and you will feel better. I'm sure he's got, I didn't read that right. I'll put it on my list. Thank you, Randy. Randy says thumbs up. It's one of the better shows. Any show on Johnny Carson with a big name is worth watching. Randy, spaghetti is my favorite food right now. I can't chew anything else, so it's going to have to be biscotti. How many people can't say spaghetti? Okay? Fess up. Okay? They can't say spaghetti. In a spaghetti. Meatballs get the spaghetti. Okay? It's in a tora the sudoso ligaki spaghetti. Okay? So even people like my brother goes pischetti. David says, so many great comedians on the Johnny Carson show. Robin Williams, Buddy Hackett, Rodney Dangerfield, Don Rickles. Even better, Johnny Carson launched more careers than you will ever know, Lewis. Okay? How did, I can't even name names now. Seinfeld got exposed on Johnny Carson, exploded. Okay? And the list goes on and on. That's actually shocking. Okay? Seinfeld, who else? Stand-up comedy. They got their starts on Johnny Carson. Brought in. He did like I try to do here. Okay, now that sounded a little egotistical, so I apologize. I try to launch people into YouTube. Okay, it's not the same thing as Johnny Carson. But Johnny Carson would take unknowns, take chances on them, okay, and feature them in a comedy slot. And most of those people launched careers. Okay, I think Joan Rivers launched her career. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. Just like tons. And you go, you got to be kidding. He got his launch, or she got her start on Johnny Carson? Yep. You can Google that. How many people got their start on the Johnny Carson show? So Randy says, Tom Buck, I loved your latest video. I thought it looked like a new toy. Boy, did I learn a little history. Great job. Thank you. Oh, we were asking about Sly. Where's Sly? Sly's got to be here somewhere. Where is Sly? There's Sly. Hello, Peter, and all my favorite Friday night fellows. Charles, I was enjoying your Disney stream. Got to make dinner when I came back. Oh, she got up to make dinner. And you had disappeared. What happened? Hello, Sly. How you doing, Sly? I'm going to sing in this mic. No, it's not connected. But it's fun to hold a nice big mic. An expensive microphone it is. More than $900. It's got a wire, but it goes nowhere. Now, if I did that on Louise, I'd get slapped. You never do this to a girl. How you doing, Sly? How you doing, Sly? How you doing? How you doing tonight, Sly? Hi. Does Peter have fun on his shows? You're darn tootin' Peter has fun on his shows. So there's Sly. Who was saying, where is Sly? There she is. She's right there. She's right there. Actually, she just put up another video. She went kayaking. Kayaking. Did you know that Sly is a professional kayaker? She's a professional kayaker. So, yep. I can't wait to see more kayaking videos. So Ray says, I miss Robin Williams. He started on, guess where? Johnny Carson. He revolutionized cartoon voice acting. See, Jeannie, he lived here in San Francisco area. I actually live in the neighborhood where Mrs. Doubtfire takes place. Ooh, can I touch you? You're hot stuff, okay? So, yeah, Robin Williams. That is, well, they're all, okay? But what a stunning, stunning waste of a man that has, you watch him on Johnny Carson, the man thinks faster than he speaks. He's amazing. So Lewis says, Sly is here. Randy says, I hear a song coming on. I see it in the wind. I hear it in the air. There's a song coming just for Sly. You just wait right there. There's a song coming on. I can hear it coming on. It was for Sly, but anyone else that needs a song, you just let me know. I'll sing you a song also. Sly says, Lewis. Did you hear the news? He went to the dentist and he's going to get the root canal in 6 days. So we got the miracle, Sly. We got the miracle. David Crook says, Sly Stone, that is so cool. Raymond says, it's never dry when Sly says hi. It's never dry. Where were you a minute ago, Ray? I needed some words to sing. So next week, please have them prepared. And I'll just sing them out there. Because you write so well. Life is never dry when Sly says hi and Ray is there to fall off his chair. I told you, you need to write it for me. Sly says, you're on a roll tonight, Peter. I'd rather be on a donut. Raymond, glad to see you. Andrea, puise. Now, suppose hello. Tikana te kipera. Just the woke it up. I said hello. Go to the party and then go back into the bed. And you can sleep for another few hours. It's okay. It's not a bad thing to sleep on a Saturday morning. How you doing, Andre? I love you, dude. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. And I am happy every time I see you come in. Makes me think of what's going on in Romania right now. I don't know. But I know somebody who can tell me. So Ray is going, Sly Reader. We put an angel hair up there. Randy says, Andre, how is your new camera doing? Randy says, the other red towel is either in the washer or above the Windex. No, you made me believe you. It's not above the Windex. It's which we haven't seen in ages. I retired the Windex. We'll bring it back maybe in 2022. It'll be all fresh. The trouble is, there's no new places to hide anything in here. You all have this place so ding-dong memorized. You know, how am I supposed to, find a new place? Simon, how you doing, Simon? Hi, happy Friday, Peter and Greggies. I lost the track of time. I had a few days off and feel right as rain. Going apple hunting tomorrow in the secret orchard. He's probably going to take Liam with him. That's his son. And he's probably going to take, the camera with him. Sly says, wait, hold the show. Stop everything. Where are the bubble lights? Well, they're right there. I didn't turn them on because I'm using this mic, and this mic is so sensitive, it'll pick up if I fart. Not that anybody needed to know that, but if you hear a... That's Louise picking up things that she shouldn't be butting into. You'd think I would be more mature than that. So juvenile. Just like a child. Bah! That's what Friday nights are for. To have a good time. You know what I need? I need a pizza and a big bowl of ice cream and some chocolate milk to go with my pizza. So, since we're about at the end of the show, let's turn on the bubble lamps, and this way you can hear, okay? So you're going to hear how sensitive this good old girl is, okay? I'm going to turn on the bubble lamps, and you'll see the bubbles come up. And all three of them will be the same color for about 20 to 25 seconds. Okay, I recorded that video the other day. Oh, I'm not up. I recorded that video the other day. Okay, here goes. 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Red, 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 green, green, green. What's after that? Purple, purple, purple. So there, you got the bubble lamps. Can you hear? There's 3 aquarium pumps, one in the bottom of each tube, and it makes the air bubbles. And this microphone is very sensitive. You could actually hear it. Where the lapel mic, which is here, why don't we switch over to the lapel mic? Good idea. This way you can hear the difference. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are now on the lapel microphone. Okay, so where did I leave off? Sammy, David Crooks. I read all that. What is going on? Boop, 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 boom. Oh, it was farther than that. I think I was at Sly asking me about the bubble lights, and that's where Sly is. Hi, Sly. And then Andrea, I even said hello to him. And Lewis was saying, hello, friends. That's where I left off. And Charles says, Sly, you're right. What happened to the lava lamps? Wake up, Charles. They're not lava lamps, they're bubble lamps. They do bubbles. You know, when you go in the bathtub and you pass air, that bubbles, that's bubble. Okay? So those are bubble lamps. So there's little guys in the bottom of each one of those tubes, and they're all passing gas. Boy, I'm on a roll tonight. Randy, Richard, Charles, Richard, shh. Keep quiet. Too late. I turned them on. Did you guys get an interruption in the stream? Just about when I came back up, it said your stream stopped. And then it said resumed. What the heck was that about? Am I live or not? I think I'm live. Yep. Okay. So we're getting there. Keep quiet. One day we should all order Burger King chicken sandwiches, or KFC, or Popeyes, and have a party on stream, maybe for Peter's birthday. Oh, you guys want to do Burger King for my birthday? We can all have the King sandwich and a chocolate cake and a French fries. Burger King can't talk. It's not me. I'll have to see what day my birthday falls on. Doing that right now. Love your mic, Peter. What is it? Now that I changed? Okay, now we're on the lav mic. Before, it was Louise. This is made by Ear Trumpet Labs, and I was on Louise. So I just switched over to the lapel mic because Louise picks up, as Charles calls it, the lava lamps. And I don't want to get Charles upset with the lava lamps. So I switched to this mic, which is a dynamic mic instead of a condenser mic. And if I switch back, you'll be able to hear the N-O-I-S-E. What did he say? What did he say? N-O-I-S-E? No, it's M-O-U-S-E. So we're back on the Mickey Mouse. We're on Louise. So now that's what you're hearing Andre, this is Louise. And her sister is... Tan ta ta tan. This is Myrtle. Myrtle is brass. And this is the Silver Fox. That's Raymond has named it that. So I happen to like Louise better. I like the sound I get out of Louise a little bit better than the sound I get out of Myrtle. And Myrtle gives out a really, really good sound. Let's see. Charles says, I ordered Wendy's chicken sandwich. So sad. It didn't even taste like chicken. I don't know which one you got, but I had one of their chicken sandwich, a number of their chicken sandwiches. Do you think we're on the Nikon Z6? No, we're not. I can tell you that right now. We're not on the Nikon Z6. This is the A7 S Mark III. So it thinks it's the Z6. And now it's on the Z6. Anyway, they have a chicken sandwich that starts with an A. Aspargo, a Sagiago, or something. That one is a good one. Okay? So what I need to do is I order that chicken sandwich. I bring it home. And then I need to pull out the bacon because it's never cooked. I don't like stinking raw bacon. I like my bacon cooked, actually even a little crispy. So I put it for like 15 to 30 seconds in the microwave, and I usually burn it. Then I put it back in the sandwich, and ooh la la, how wonderful it is. Yeah, I would say Wendy's makes the worst chicken sandwich at the moment. David says, thank you for the song. Thanks for the memories on a Sunday afternoon, a midnight in June. You could plug in Oklahoma for West Virginia. We have lots of country roads. Almost heaven, Oklahoma, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. I didn't know I could do that. Thank you, Sly. That was mighty sly of you to slip in Oklahoma. Are you from Oklahoma by any chance? Did we just give our own state a little bit of a plug? Okay, so Randy says, okay, Sammy, send an email to Peter or to me or an add to friend in Facebook, and then I will add you. Can't you see the people that have tried to get in on Facebook? Let me go look. I'm going to go look right now. Everybody just keep your pantyhose on, okay? I'm going to go look. There's no reason why Sammy is not in there. I'm going to go to the other computer. And which mic am I on? Oh, I'm on the mic where you can't hear me. So you just have to suffer for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go... Oh, I have to log in. Okay, so I think on this computer, I have it remembering all the, whatchamacallits, the Facebook things. So let's see if I can go into Facebook. Yes. Okay, so one new member request today. And let's see who it is. Jim Mundy. Okay, let's approve him. Sammy Cool, is that you? 4 weeks ago? Jeez. Randy, what you doing? Let's approve him. And then Donna Downey. I don't know her, and therefore I'm not going to approve her unless one of you speak up for her. So Sammy and Jim, you just got approved into the Facebook Live group. There we go. I had to do it on that computer because I don't remember the password. So Sammy's in there and Jim is in there now. There you go. So Randy, I'm guessing you don't see those applications. Okay, Sammy. So that's all taken care of, Sammy. It's all taken care of, Jim. Tom says, thank you for the kind words, Randy. I'm glad you liked the video. Oh, yeah, Randy said something nice about Tom Buck about an hour ago. I don't know who's running the show, but he's not so good. You know who could straighten this thing out? Heather. She'll straighten out any show in a something's tail. I forgot. And so she'll straighten me out. I tried. Sammy, what's your Facebook name? All taken care of now. Sammy's in there. It's Sammy something else. Randy. Why am I shouting? I'm right in front of the microphone now. I'm going to blow out my voice. So, Woody. Okay, now I understand. That's what I do for putting on the web. Raw files are too large. So, Scotty, you're correct. It was the Steve Allen Show. The Steve Allen Show was before Johnny Carson. Steve Allen was the host of The Tonight Show. It was called The Tonight Show. And eventually it became The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And eventually Johnny Carson made so much money that he bought the whole stinking show. Kit and caboodle, the whole thing. And it became Something Productions owned by Johnny Carson. And he would drive up into his parking space in a Corvette. I don't know how many times he was videoed driving up in this Corvette. But you know, a man with that much money, the Corvettes back then, they were not comfortable cars. It's like, darn, they were not comfortable. But you looked really good driving it. But you're 100% correct, Scotty. It was Steve Allen. Now, who was before Steve Allen? Randy, Woody, now I understand. That's what I do for putting up on the web. And Woody says Jack Parr to Johnny Carson. So he's correct. I don't remember the order. So one of you guys is going to have to look it up. But Jack Parr had The Tonight Show. Steve Allen had The Tonight Show. And then Johnny Carson, as a very young man in his 20s, got The Tonight Show for himself, and he just wouldn't let go of it. So that's the history of The Tonight Show. Here's Johnny. David Letterman was the heir apparent. After the comedian gal started her own show on another network, that was Joan Rivers, then David moved to CBS. Something kind of like that. But it was a competition between Jay Leno and David Letterman, and they were each trying out for the show. Johnny Carson wanted David Letterman. That's who he wanted. Apparently he didn't win because David Letterman was getting seesawed back and forth. CBS came and made him an offer. David Letterman left town. Okay, he went to New York. And then Jay Leno got the show. Scotty says Jonathan Winters and Don Rickles. Joan Rivers was her name. Yep. Lewis says, I'm so lost. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, Lewis. This is history that you're hearing. And it's not casual history. It's very, very important history. And everybody in here at a certain age knows that history. It's part of their life. It's not just knowing who the president was or who the mayor was, okay, of a city or something. This is something that they actually lived, and it has actual meaning. Humphrey Bogart says, Charles, Jackie Gleason, and Yules are just a few more of the greats. Yes, yes. I didn't like... I know who you're talking about. I didn't like him because he didn't like handicapped people in his audience, and he wouldn't perform as long as if there was a handicapped person in his audience. So, boom. That's... I don't like that kind of crap. So Rob says, hi all. How you doing, Rob? I love you. How's everybody doing? Freaking fantastic, I hope. Late to the party. Better late than never, right? Yes. Love you all, and I hope you all have a great weekend. It is weekend time. So I noticed that Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, hasn't been commenting, which means he's probably working. Remember, he works to make enough money so that he can keep the bills at bay. So he's out and about, which means he can't comment all that much. but he manages to make it in to say hello. Awesome guy. Rob says, I am the great Karnak. I'm holding an envelope to my head. Funny guy, white hair, entertaining, super nice guy, ripe, open. He used to rip open the envelope and answer. Peter Gregg. Anyone old enough to remember the great Karnak? He would wear a tunic on his head and pretend he could read. He would hold an envelope like that, and he would say the end of a joke. Okay, like can't even think of a joke. Okay, so let's say orange and green. Then he would open the envelope. What does a spoiled orange look like? So he would be pretending that he could read the envelope, and it was called the Great Karnak. He had a few very solid skits. Johnny Carson sounds like an entertaining isn't the word. And Ed McMahon was his sidekick. So you had Johnny Carson, and he had another guy, and his name was Ed McMahon. Lewis, pay attention. There's going to be a test at the end of the show. Okay? And he would kind of like be the lubrication for the show. So if Johnny said a joke, you'd hear Ed going, he might be the only person in the room laughing, but he was a one-man laugh track. Okay? And they had a thing where they would go like that at the beginning of the show. And what was the name? There was two of them. Band leaders. Okay? Doc and the other guy. Okay? I know you know who that is. But I figured it's something for us to talk about. And Lewis says, my dad loves Seinfeld. Yep. Jim says, Ellen launched her career on Johnny. Lewis says, no way, Jim. Yeah, I wish I could spout off some names. You would be impressed, Lewis. I just can't think of the people. But I don't want to say the list is endless, but it's humongous. People that you know of that you go like, they all were launched by Johnny Carson? How is that possible? That's what he did. That's one of the seeds that got planted in my mind when I started with the live streaming. And one of the things that I want to do is to launch people. I'm not like Johnny Carson. I mean, I got like what, 150, 200, subscribers. Johnny Carson had a few more subscribers than that, I could tell you that. Okay? But he would constantly launch people. Bob Newhart. Ever hear of the Bob Newhart show? Okay? These were great people in their own right. And they got their start on Johnny Carson. So, Lewis, I'm learning more and more. Oh, we haven't even scratched. I thought Robin Williams started in Mick and Morty and Nicky and Susan. Yes, they started in Mork and Mindy. I don't know the exact history, Charles. You look that up and tell me. And make sure you're accurate. Scotty says, Gary Shandling, that was the face I was looking. I could see Gary Shandling's face, and I couldn't think of his name, Scott. Okay? So Gary Shandling, the Gary Shandling Show. He got his start on Johnny Carson. Okay? A lot of these guys got their start on Johnny Carson. Who's the guy that has that show where they act out all the stuff? Drew Carey. His launch was on the Johnny Carson Show. Okay, so their history goes on and on and on. Bob says, happy October, Peter. I am late to the party, but game for fun. I hope you're well. I'm doing good, Bob. We're all over the place tonight, so it's nothing unique going on. We're all over the place. So we're going to all have a good weekend, and everybody's going to feel good. Scott says, head to the kitchen, Peter. No, head to Peter's kitchen, Bob. There's plenty of healthy snacks left. Now, if I could just read English. Scott is telling Bob to head to my kitchen because there's tonight all the healthy stuff, because he didn't bring the good stuff, is what Scotty's actually saying. I didn't bring the good stuff. I brought veggies tonight because I decided that you're all going to start eating healthy. And I'm thinking like, where's the donuts? Where's the cheesecake? Where's the cream puffs? Where's the ice cream? No. Scotty brought veggies and tzatziki sauce for dipping. We're going to be healthy tonight. Yeah. Okay. When the show's over, I'm going to the other kitchen. Okay. And I got to get me some fattening stuff. So Sly says, I have a 5 a.m. wake-up call tomorrow. So I'm delighted to see all of you, but I got to head to bed. See you all next week. Can I call you when the show is done, Sly? You should see daggers. They're flying from Oklahoma. Woo! Everybody duck. Incoming. Okay. No, I'm not going to call her. The woman's going to go to sleep. She's got to get up at 5 in the morning. Who the hell gets up at 5 in the morning? Nobody gets up at 5 in the morning, but Sly's getting up at 5 in the morning. Randy says, I'm getting some internet delays tonight. Must be that magnetic storm affecting the planet. Is that what the heck is going on, Randy? The internet here has not gone out in years, and it's gone out twice in 2 days. Not once, but twice. So I wasn't even aware. What's going on? Somebody's not cleaning the tubes out or what? So sleep tight and good night. Yes, the stream locked up for a short period. I forgot about that. So everybody's doing okay? Everybody hold on. Scotty, more powers to the engines. More power, Scotty. Yeah, you, Scotty. I need more power in the engines. The web has been doing delays all day, affecting everybody. I don't feel so bad now. Rob says, Asiago cheese, pronounced Asiago, but fast. Asiago. That's the one I get. And I always cook the bacon a little bit more because it's always undercooked, but it's really, really good. And here's the secret. Don't tell anybody, but if you have a bottle of the Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce, the Chick-fil-A sauce in the fridge, which you can buy at the grocery store now, you put some of the Chick-fil-A sauce on the Wendy's Asiago chicken sandwich, and it's like, ooh la la, we're talking major good stuff now. Randy says, no, I did not see a message at all, Peter. Must be requested from Facebook. Okay, I keep an eye on it, but I got them. Yes, you are correct. I cannot see any of those invites. We'll have to get that fixed. Carlos is now decomposing. Carlos is decompressing. Hey, all. I hope is well. Wait, I gotta get me a ding-dong couch in here so I could lay down, put my feet up, and go, well, Carlos? I feel like I'm drunk. I can't even stand up straight. Lewis says, wow. You can even spell that backwards, Lewis. I'm getting a master's class. Eric says, good night, everybody. Good night to Eric. Good night to Sly. Scotty says, Tommy Newsom. That is Doc Severinsen, was the famous one. And he could play a trumpet in his sleep. And Tommy Newsom can arrange with his eyes closed. I mean, one of the best arrangers in the business. They had top quality talent. T-O-P, top quality talent. The only person to launch more talent than Johnny Carson was Ed Sullivan. That you're probably right. I used to watch Ed Sullivan when I was a kid. And now our show. Tonight we have the Beatles. And from the moment he said the word Beatles, you never heard another word. The girls screamed in that audience. He used to do this with his chin the whole time. Ed Sullivan would go to bed at 5 to 6 in the morning and would sleep until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Kind of just like me. And then he'd get up and he'd have dinner with somebody famous and start preparing for his show. He has launched more people than Carter has liver pills. So Scotty says, yes, Sullivan helped a little bitty group from Liverpool. It was the Bugs, right? Wasn't it the 4 Bugs, the Mophead Boys? I can't remember. The Ladybugs? some kind of a group like that. You know, went da-da-dun, yeah, 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 that group. But it wasn't the Ladybugs. Maybe it was the Guy Bugs. It was, Beatles. There was that bug. Bam! There was a Beatle in here. I got it. Don't get upset. Okay, so, yep, he launched the Beatles in the United States. That's all. Lewis, you want to see history? Go watch when the Beatles landed at the airport in New York. It was such a commotion. It was almost catastrophic. The police had never dealt with such overwhelming crowds. Broke through police crowds. They couldn't get the four boys safe. And then they went to Shea Stadium and they had a concert there. And they almost tore down the entire stadium, not because they were unruly, okay, because of the sheer amount of people. And then they rushed the stage right through the field, okay. And then Ed Sullivan across the nation. You hardly heard a single thing. They screamed so loud, I think they blew out every microphone they had in the whole building that night. That is history. Also kept, no, he's saying good night. I said good night. Also kept the cameras higher than his hips too. Oh, that was for Elvis. Okay. When Elvis was on, you know, Elvis did the, I can't even do that. I probably would crack my back. But he would not allow the camera to go below his hips. You know, that special area that guys have, that's our favorite toys in the whole world. Ed Sullivan would not show that. He would not show that. He did not think it was appropriate, and he would not show that on his television show. And Randy is going for Elvis. You got that right. Randy, you get the grand prize of tonight, which is a bowl of ice cream. And Lewis says, what a life. I want to see Elvis. I love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away. It would help if I sang in tune, but I believe in yesterday. Well, that's it, folks. That is our show. That is our show for this week. Sunday night, I will either have a show or I won't have a show, depending on if I find the right thing to show. Okay, so how do I end the show? Why do I have such a hard time ending this cockamamie show? It's right there. It's called the end of the show. Well, good night, everybody. I love you. I pray for all of you. If you guys are a praying people, then I pray you pray for me too. Other than that, wait, we got email coming in. It's flying in like crazy. I want to see Elvis. Thank you, Peter. Can you tell us what we're learning this weekend? I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. Carlos, what I find interesting about your Friday night stream is that it fosters a sense of belonging. That's a good choice of words. I've tried to come up with what is it that we do. It fosters a sense of belonging, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. You hit what I was not able to put into words, Carlos. I want to foster a sense of belonging. I start with welcome, welcome, welcome. I am welcome with open arms, okay? So that is awesome. Thank you for putting words in my mouth, as unsanitary as that is, Carlos. Thank you, okay? So Lewis is saying good night to everybody. I'm surprised we didn't talk about buying new toys this week. Well, we'll talk about it next week. Love you all. I love you too, Lewis. Remember, you're always loved. Happy birthday, Peter. You have to say that to me all month. All month. You got to say happy birthday to me all month long. Okay, so I might actually launch the CD on my birthday. We have to see. Happy Peter? No, it's happy birthday, Peter. It goes like this, Lewis. Happy birthday, Peter. Not happy Peter. a happy Peter. Well, that's a good thing to have a happy Peter, okay? But it's happy birthday, Peter. So, good night to everybody. I love you all. I'm so glad you're here with me. We have, as Carlos says, a sense of belonging. You know who didn't make it in tonight? Leo. We're going to be gone before he comes in. So we have a sense of belonging, and that is what we like. We like to belong, and everybody is welcome unless you're a troublemaker. Charles. Charles, I love you. I'm so happy you're here. And that's it. I'm going to push the button. And Woody, I need a topic for the Sunday show. I'm going to start looking Saturday and Sunday. It's because I don't have a topic yet. So if you have a suggestion and you think it's going to keep people entertained for an hour, remember, I have to talk for a whole hour and not say hello to anybody. So it doesn't get filled up with, hey, Woody, hi, Charles, hi, Lewis. It's strictly people that are asking serious questions like Charles tries to do, okay? And, I'm looking at the Sony site. Canon's got 2 cameras that they've registered in Russia. And it might be the update. I suddenly got a hot flash. I'm way past the age of hot flashes. Okay, so that means it's getting hot in here. All right, so we'll see. Anybody have any ideas? In the link is my email. If I like your idea, I will use it. If I don't like it, I'll just be nice and you'll never know it. Okay, there we go. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. I pray for each and every one of you to be well, healthy. Everybody pray for Chris DeLong. He's having it hard. He needs prayer. Not joking. Okay. See you later. Bye.
You have just watched another Peter Gregg video. Something warm, human, and wonderful happens when you watch Peter Gregg. Thank you for watching.